Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, I seek leave to move a motion without notice in recognition of Team New Zealand's efforts in the America's Cup.
Is there any objection to that course of action being followed? There is none. The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, I move that this House congratulates Emirates Team New Zealand on their hard-fought campaign at the 2013 America's Cup in San Francisco. While the result wasn't what we were hoping for, we send congratulations to Oracle Team USA and admire their fighting spirit and the ongoing improvements made to stay in the match and eventually take the cup. To Emirates Team New Zealand, you have made us proud, and we have loved every moment of watching your boat, Aotearoa, literally fly around San Francisco Bay. You caught the interest and attention of so many New Zealanders who didn't expect to admire and become involved in the America's Cup contest. You've competed hard on the water and conducted yourselves with dignity and professionalism off the water. On behalf of 4.5 million Kiwis, congratulations on a great campaign.
I'll be quick. The question is the motion be agreed to. The Honourable David Parker.
Mr Speaker, I rise on behalf of the New Zealand Labour Party to support the notice of motion. Mr Speaker, we congratulate Oracle Team USA on a successful defence of the America's Cup. It was a truly remarkable comeback. We send our commiserations to Grant Dalton, to Dean Barker and the crew who made New Zealanders so proud. The sporting hopes of the nation were with Emirates Team New Zealand on every tack, every jibe, every foil. They did their very best and it was a fantastic effort. We congratulate them. We record our admiration for the Kiwi ingenuity and innovation, which saw New Zealand boating and computer technology displayed to the world as the best in the world. That expertise, together with New Zealand's extraordinary sailing excellence, just wasn't quite enough on the day, and we again commiserate with Emirates Team New Zealand for getting so close but not quite winning. Can I pass on our admiration for how dignified they have been in defeat? We should also be proud that in Oracle's time of need, they reached out to New Zealanders in order to get the extra boat speed that they needed. Sir, this truly is an event that has brought New Zealanders together, and as Grant Robertson said to me earlier, he understood that somewhere in a bar in San Francisco, it's even brought Stephen Joyce and Trevor Mallard together singing Dave Dobbins songs like Loyal.
Ateria Ture.
What a bugger, eh? What a race. We got this close, they got this close. And New Zealanders all over the world have been cheering Dean Barker and his team and all of the people who've worked so hard to support this race. And don't worry, is my message, because New Zealanders are still behind you, Dean Barker, and all your team and all the amazing work you've done, no matter what the result. When the catamarans are so closely matched, Mr Speaker, there was some tantalising racing with those flying catamarans travelling faster than the speed of wind, lead changes, yachts on the edge of tipping over, where I heard one wit describe it as the cock of a dog's leg, teams finishing within just seconds of each other. And race 10 of the final will no doubt be one of the greatest yacht races of all time. But it was also a turning point race. So well done to Team USA. It really, truly was some comeback. To Team New Zealand, you did your country proud, and our hearts go out to you at this time of great agony over the result, having come so close. Mr Speaker, I suspect that technology was the winner on the day for this Cup. Technology largely built by New Zealanders. And we can be doubly proud, sir, that both boats were mostly built by New Zealanders here in New Zealand. And Auckland is now home to some of the most advanced boat building techniques in the world. And this America's Cup will not only be good for our high-tech marine manufacturing industry, but also the thousands of bright New Zealanders who it employs. So Team New Zealand, you've provided us with a vision of a smart and green economy and a legacy that won't be lost. And there is, of course, always next time. Plus, it's not all bad news on the sports front today. Let's congratulate the New Zealand football Ferns, who won the Valet Cup in Switzerland this morning. A historic win for our women's football team, and congratulations to New Zealand's Amber Hearn, named Player of the Tournament. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Richard Prosser.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. New Zealand First joins other parties in the House in congratulating Team New Zealand. The final result of the America's Cup, even though a disappointment when we came so close to winning, is a time to reflect on what New Zealanders are capable of achieving. Team New Zealand performed superbly against the scale and wealth of the United States team, a team which had the resources and the money to be able to ring in whoever and whatever they wanted at the last minute, a team for whom money was no object. Olympic champions and advanced technology were available to them just a phone call away at the snap of the fingers, never mind the cost. And there is the irony that the winning boat was actually built in New Zealand. In that sense, New Zealand is a winner. Our boat builders have shown that they have excellence in the world, just as our sailors have shown through regattas the world over, in every winning international team, that they are also the best in the world. New Zealand First congratulates Team New Zealand on its performance in the America's Cup in San Francisco. We applaud Dean Barker, the crew, and all who contributed to this outstanding effort. We applaud the families and the friends of the crew, and the legion of fine patriotic supporters who outlaid such time and effort, who stuck by their team, our team, through thick and thin, through the good times and the bad, right to the bitter end, and who are still there for our boys. We applaud Team New Zealand for their sportsmanship. We applaud them for their grit and determination. We applaud their conduct as exemplary ambassadors for New Zealand. In their gracious and commendable second placing, a silver medal for the Silver Fern team, they have enhanced New Zealand's reputation. The world sees us and them in the light of old-fashioned good sportsmanship and gentlemanly conduct, and that will serve us all well going into the future and into the next 4 years. Because, like everyone else, I am sure that Team New Zealand will be back for another crack the next time the old mug is up for grabs. Whatever happens next time, New Zealand and New Zealanders will be at the forefront of the competition for yachting's greatest prize, the prize which is rightfully ours and which will be again. New Zealanders will build the next generation of America's Cup boats, and New Zealanders will crew them, and one day we will bring the Cup home again. This is not a time for mourning. It is not a time for disappointment. It is a time for all New Zealanders to say to our team, well done, good on you, New Zealand is proud of you. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Te hira roa whaivo.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker, kia ora tātou katoa. Hei whaiwhai haere te ahutango te kōrero a ngā kai kōrero i mui au, ko tāku hei tautoko i ngā kōrero katoa. Me mihi rā kia rātou, kia Dean Barker me tana kāhui, kia Grant Dalton, rātou katoa. I angi tū, i māia, ki te tū, i te muro o te ahi, e ai ki ngā kōrero. Ko te pai o tērā hunga i te atanei, Mr Speaker, kāri tūohu te māhunga, kāri piko te tuara, kāri taka te ngutu o te waha, kāre inoho whakamori, engari i māia, i angi tū, i aro nui, a ki te kaupapa, i whāia e rātou i te atanei, kamotu i ngā wiki e toru ko hipāke. Me mihi kia rātou kā tika, mo te āhuatanga o te tū, he tū tangata, he tū tika, he tū mo te motu, e noho mai nei te wā kāinga o tira, kaore kore, ko ngā mea o Aotearoa whānui tonu i te ao. Mr Speaker, just to join the words of congratulations to our team. They did us proud, and as I say, they didn't step back, they didn't drop their heads or their lips. They focused on the task right through to the end, and we can be proud of them. I think you can learn a lot from studying some names, Mr Speaker. I had a quick Google of this word oracle, and apparently it means a person or thing regarded as an infallible authority. But if we look at Team New Zealand, and I suppose that's the catch for all of us, every one of us finds a space in Team New Zealand. Ka mihi ki rātou ka tika. The great thing about our nation, I suppose, Mr Speaker, is the connections that we have. At home we can be proud of people like Ben, Malcolm and Warren Houston, whose art adorns the hull of Aotearoa, of Team New Zealand. And also, I think, admire the graphics of Ngāti Kahungunu and Ngāpuhi designer Ian Taylor, who I think captured the world with those graphics, but most importantly, I think, and that's, I suppose, the tie-in, pēnei au, a Māori nei, ka kite atu I te hononga o te waka haurua me tēnei waka. Me ki, e ai ki ngā koro kua ku tūpuna, I whakawhiti mai te moana nui a kiwa I te waka haurua, I ngā rā tata ko hipake, ara, ko taua waka, ko taua āhua nora, he waka haurua, me ki koina te kotahitanga o te whakaro ao Māori, ao Pākehā. Ko itahi ka ki, kaore he wāhanga o te ao Māori ki roto I tēnei o ngā kaupapa, ko tāku ko te ki atu, kai roto I taku DNA, tērā āhuatanga, mai I oku tūpuna, I oku mātua. No ira, koe nei au e whai wāhi, I roto I tēnei o ngā kaupapa. Ahakoa, ko te waka ama, ko te waka haurua rānei, he waka tonu, koe nei te āhuatanga o oku tūpuna. Mr. Speaker, I think we can be proud too, and not just to focus on the yacht race, but also, I suppose, the presentation of ourselves as a nation. And I want to acknowledge the efforts of Ngāti Whātua Ōrākei and Te Puni Kōkiri, through to the Minister of Māori Affairs, Peter Sharples, for putting us on the map, alongside many others, I'm sure, with the Waka Māori, that has showcased the many tourism aspects and business links to the USA and indeed to the world. It's said that over 300,000 people a day went across the Oakland Bridge just to that location. So there will be benefits despite the sadness of the day, I'm sure. Hei whakakōpani taku kōrero, me ki, ko kite nei tātou I tēnei tau I ngā tau ko hipake, e mai ana te Aotearoa ki roto I tēnei āhuatanga. Ko wai ka mōhio mena ka hoki atu anōra ki te pakanga I te pakanga pai, I te rānei, me tūtika tātou. I te mea, aha ko kare I eke, ko te ngākau ka taia te ki, I eke a ngākau, e eke a wairua. Tēnā koutou, kia ora tātou katoa.
Honourable John Banks.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the ACT Party and the people of the Epsom electorate, I want to congratulate Emirates Team New Zealand on their competitive performance in the America's Cup. I was privileged to be Minister of Sport when the Cup arrived from San Diego, and later I handed it over as part of a delegation while Mayor of Auckland. Team New Zealand didn't get the result we wanted, but they should be very proud of the way they fought right to the end. Dean Barker, Grant Dalton and the rest of the team worked hard to first win the Louis Vuitton Cup and then push Team Oracle USA right to the end in a competition which many commentators would thought would be all one-way traffic. Their graciousness in defeat shows what great sportsmen and ambassadors New Zealanders are. Ultimate congratulations must also go to Oracle Team USA on their stunning win of the 34th America's Cup. Their win will be remembered as one of the great sporting comebacks, and it contributed one of the most exciting America's Cup races in history. It's important today that we record and place on the record the huge contribution and loyalty of the corporate sponsors. New Zealand is a nation of sailors, and we can appreciate a great competition, which is the America's Cup has proved to be. We didn't win, however, the innovation and skills of New Zealanders contribute significantly to both teams, and that is something we can all be very proud of.
Honourable Peter Dunn.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on behalf of United Future to associate myself with the sentiments that others have expressed during this debate. I happen to be one of those curmudgeonly yachting enthusiasts who did not think that the advent of these giant catamarans was appropriate for the America's Cup tradition, and who wondered whether the public would actually be seized by the event or would just see it as big boys with big toys. Mr. Speaker, the activities of Team New Zealand over the last several weeks, and particularly over the last 19 days, have proven to me how wrong my fears were. This event has captured the public imagination. It was interesting staring out my window in a forlorn moment during the race this morning to see virtually no traffic in the streets of Wellington. People were actually glued to television sets or radios or streaming video, etc., because this event had taken the nation to its heart.